Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to do a comparison between the Epiphone on my left and the Gibson on my right. These are both Les Paul 1950s models. So they are very similar in feel, sound, and playability. And to make things interesting, this will be a blindfold challenge. I have my blindfold right here. We'll see if I can tell the difference between these two guitars. I'll be honest, never done this before, and I don't expect to do very well. And to make things a little more interesting, I'm going to throw my Stratocaster into the mix. So here are the ground rules. I can touch anything on either guitar except the volume and tone knobs, because the Epiphone is wired left-handed and the Gibson is wired right-handed, so they rotate the opposite way. I will have them all set to 10 and I won't touch them. I feel like I'm allowed to touch the tuning machines, although I'll have them tuned and I probably won't do that. And really that's about it as far as touching goes. Also, it's a pretty well-known fact that Gibsons with their nitrocellulose lacquer finishes have a certain aroma that smells like Play-Doh. And even though I've had this guitar for 2 years, it still gives off that Play-Doh scent. So I'm not allowed to smell the guitars. And to make things even more fair, I'm going to use some medicated chest rub. I'm going to rub a little bit in each nostril that will mask the smell of anything. We'll do that right now. Just a little bit. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be smelling anything but this stuff for the next couple of hours. My assistant today is my son Aaron. He is an impartial observer. He does not play guitar, and as far as I know, he has no opinion about Gibson versus Epiphone. I have my Boss Katana in panel mode with a clean sound setup with a little bit of reverb and delay. And on the floor, I have a plimsoll for some high gain sounds, and a tuner to mute the signal with. So let's get this underway. First, glasses off. And blindfold on. All right, ready for a guitar. Just put it in my hand.
First guitar?
This is the Stratocaster. I mean, that's obvious, plus where I'm plugging it in. Okay, it's a nice guitar. This may be my overall favorite.
Second guitar?
It's a little heavier than the other one. Okay. Let's plug this in. I already think I know what it is, though. Let's hear it unamplified. Not bad. Neck pickup. Check the sustain. I'm going to say that was the Epiphone, but yeah, can't be sure.
Next guitar.
Is this the Stratocaster again? No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. Let's hear it acoustically. I think this is the other one. Something about it feels different. Could be the weight. I don't know. I'm trying to find the 12th fret. Okay, I'm confused. It's either the same guitar or the other one was the Gibson. But I'm not sure. I hear someone approaching.
Okay, next guitar.
Okay. The old Stratocaster. Okay, enough of that.
Here we are.
Okay. Good sustain. I don't know. Okay. All right. The neck feels quite rounded in the back. I don't even know if there's a difference between these two necks on the shape. Let me try the other guitar. Please don't repeat this one. Well, I have it fresh in my mind. Want to hear the other one. I really thought I would know the difference.
All right, next guitar.
Okay, it's not a Stratocaster. Yeah, no. Neck feels more or less the same. This might be a little flatter in the middle on the back, but... Let's hear it clean. I'm not sure what I said about the other guitar. This one, I think, on the high gain sounds, the other guitar sounded better. Not sure about the clean. I'm going to say that I think that was the Epiphone, but I think that's all I've said so far. Is I think that was the Epiphone. Okay. I'm getting a little out of tune. Yeah, this one, I think on the neck pickup clean, it's got a little more clarity to the notes. The other one sounded a little bit muffled. That's my guess. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the Gibson. This one definitely has a little more sustain. So I think this is the Gibson. And if it's not, then I'll be selling the Gibson, which would be great. I could use the money. Okay, actually I think I'm done with this test. So I'm going to say that this is the Gibson. The last one was the Epiphone. I like the sound of these pickups a little better. Clean. They seem to, the neck pickup seems to have a little more clarity, and on the high gain sounds there seems to be a little more character to the tone. So, shall I? This is the Epiphone. The strap lugs are different. Darn it.
What's your final answer?
Oh man, let me play the Gibson again.
Okay.
That is the Epiphone, right?
Yeah.
That was another thing I didn't mention, but the strap lugs have a different shape to them.
Here we go.
Okay. Actually, is this the same guitar?
Maybe.
I think it's the same guitar. I don't know, I'm not hearing the sustain. the sustain's not there. Okay, let me have the Gibson.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think this is the Gibson. I don't know, was this the Gibson before and I said it wasn't? I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's the bridge pickup. Definitely a little more clarity on the neck pickup and both pickups in the clean. Oh yeah. This definitely is the one with more sustain, a little more character to the pickups. Or did I say that about the other one? Okay. I know this is the Gibson though. Oh man. Okay. Blindfold off. Yeah, it is the Gibson. I'll have to go back and see. So was I wrong part of the time? Actually, these strap lugs aren't that much different than the other one. I thought they were it's the Fender that has them where they flare out more. Okay. So that really wasn't a giveaway. First of all, did you repeat a guitar?
No.
You never repeated one?
Nope.
Okay. I was sure you handed me the Epiphone twice, but I'll have to go back and see what I said. All right, I'll review the footage and close out this video. You're free to go. Oh, thanks to Aaron for helping out today. Well, here. Okay, I'm back now after reviewing the footage. I found it quite interesting, and the first thing I want to say is that putting a blindfold on made me a little uncomfortable to play. And it was obvious that when I was moving up the neck, I was hunting for a certain position to play in. So in that situation, it did impede my playing a little bit and my confidence to play. So that made it less enjoyable to play either one of the guitars. Okay, having said that, the order that the guitars were presented to me were first Stratocaster, second was Epiphone, next was Gibson, then it was the Stratocaster again, then the Gibson. Epiphone, Gibson, Epiphone, Gibson. So the Stratocaster was just meant to be thrown in as a little curveball to give me something totally different to feel, so I could forget about the previous guitar I was playing. Of course, I identified the Stratocaster correctly both times. So after the Stratocaster, the first guitar I was given was the Epiphone. And while playing it, at the end, I said, I'm going to say this is the Epiphone, but I'm not certain. Then I played the Gibson, and I was confused. And I even asked, is this the same guitar? Then I played the Stratocaster. Then I played the Gibson again. And this time I noted that it had good sustain, and I started feeling the neck, and I said the neck profile feels a little more rounded. Then I played the Epiphone. I noted that it had a slightly flatter neck profile and that I liked the sound of the previous guitar better. And then I said, I think this is the Epiphone. So I correctly identified the Epiphone again. Then it was the Gibson. And I noted that while playing clean, the pickups had more clarity, and that with gain, I had more sustain. I said, I'm assuming this is the Gibson. This is the first time I identified the Gibson. And I said, the pickups just sound better. And I said, I'm saying this is the Gibson. And then when I went to hand it back to Aaron, I picked it up by these strap lugs, and I said, oh, wait a minute, this is the Epiphone. So I threw myself. I confused myself in doing that. And actually the strap lugs are not that much different. But for some reason, I thought the Epiphones were smaller than the Gibsons. And when I did this, these felt small. And just based on that, I said, oh no, this is the Epiphone. Now give me the Gibson. So what did he do? He gave me the Epiphone. And then I did the same thing with it. And I said, wait, is this the same guitar? Then I played it and I said, I'm not getting the sustain that I had. And I said, this is the Epiphone. So I was correct again on the Epiphone. I said, now give me the Gibson. So finally, I had the Gibson in my hands again. And I verified that the pickups sounded better, had more clarity, clean, and there was much more sustain. And with the high gain sounds, there was more of an interesting character to the tone. And I said, this is the Gibson. So then I realized, after taking the blindfold off, I realized that the strap lugs really aren't that different. And anyway, I was trying to cheat, and it just messed me up. So, in conclusion, it was very confusing. And if you were to play either guitar with a blindfold on for an extended period of time, I think you would appreciate them almost equally. But putting them side by side, I'm happy, at least, that I did find that the Gibson had a better sound and more sustain, even though I was never really sure which guitar it was. But I'm happy that the Gibson did seem to be my favorite. So it's a keeper. Well, if I've learned nothing from this, it's that I need to practice more with a blindfold on and gain more confidence navigating the fretboard without looking at it. Thanks for tuning in today and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments about either of these guitars, please put them in the comments below. And until next time, I've been James Caldwell.